Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and in this video we're basically going to be updating you guys on what happened on Tesla's battery day. I recently just made a video on what we thought was going to happen on battery day and the speculations of what Elon Musk was going to present to us on battery day. But in this video I'm going to be updating you on what exactly happened, what exactly was discussed on battery day, okay? Tesla came in with high expectations and high hopes for shareholders, and it was quarterbacked by none other than co-founder and CEO Elon Musk and Drew Baglino, SVP of Powertrain and Energy at Tesla. What's better than the two greatest minds in Tesla presenting us the new renovations that they have found and they have renovated and they are willing to present to us in this presentation. Tesla came into the presentation with certain goals in mind, and throughout the whole presentation they talk about what steps have they made to meet and even surpass those specific goals. And at the end of the presentation, they present to us a very unique surprise, a very cheap, fast surprise. All right, guys? So before I get on with the video, if you find this video with any value or very informative, please remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, smash the like button. It helps me out tremendously. All right? So let's get on with the video. In the very beginning of the presentation, Elon Musk is stressing the fact that it has been hard as of late to basically take control of how sustainable energy is used nowadays, okay? But in the past 5 years, we have seen an increase in usage in water energy, solar energy, and even wind energy, okay? And basically the vision of Tesla is to basically accelerate that process to in a way completely eliminate fossil fuels altogether. And that was basically the whole vision to what Elon Musk was saying in the very beginning of the presentation, okay? They want to completely eliminate fossil fuels, and they have seen a very steady growth in demand for, conservative energy and sustainable energy, okay? And they just want to basically accelerate everything, okay? And they have certain goals in mind. They feel that there are two major problems that everyone is facing, okay? That electric vehicles are really expensive and the production of their factories is not as fast as it's supposed to be, okay? So how is Tesla gonna change that? Well, they feel that they could lower the cost for electric vehicles and have a faster production line, all right? So they basically started with their battery technology. One of their main goals was to basically cut battery expenses and fabrication by 50%, okay? And they feel like they could do that, and they separated that in 5 different categories, okay? Number 1 being cell design, 2 being cell factory, 3 being anode materials, number 4 being cathode materials, and the last one was gonna be cell vehicle interrogation, okay? So let's just start with cell design and how they basically presented it in the presentation. In cell design, they stressed simplicity, okay? And I'm gonna be really honest with you guys and everybody watching. They talked about a lot of scientific stuff and a lot of the stuff that was inside the battery and how basically the battery was manufactured. And there was a lot of like scientific stuff, okay? But the gist of it is this: by simply changing the design of the battery, they can have the electrons inside the battery travel at a shorter distance to their focal point. And that is very important. That's giving less stress to the battery, and the battery is giving out more power than it normally does, all right? That is great news for everybody. In the presentation, they mentioned that by doing this, the battery can have 5 times more energy, 6 times more power, and 16% more range, okay? And these numbers are outstanding. And these are just modifications with just the design and not including the other modifications I will be explaining in this video. Next is cell factory. That's basically the fabrication of the battery, okay? And the main goal in this section was to basically have the manpower and the machines in one factory that are producing like it's 5 to 10 factories, okay? And how are they gonna be doing this? And Elon Musk was basically saying this: they are consistently and continuously modifying and upgrading their machines, okay? They have upgraded their machines at least 4 times in the span of a year. That is a ridiculous amount of times to be upgrading a machine in a short amount of time, okay? And also, Elon Musk was also stressing this: there are stages when it comes to mass production, and it also takes its time. But with them upgrading their machines, they are always going to be a step closer into doing what they want to do and get closer to the vision that they want to, achieve later on in the future. But by doing these upgrades, one assembly line at Tesla equals 7 assembly lines at another facility. And that is just awesome production when it comes to, mass volume, productivity when it comes to Tesla. The third section of the battery that they were talking about is the anode materials. And that's basically, in plain terms, the materials that is used inside the battery, okay? And Tesla was talking about using silicon, which is the most common element on Earth It is very inexpensive. All right, that is very important when it comes to manufacturing. It holds 9 times more storage than graphite, which is the material used on batteries on a normal basis. And just by using this, electric vehicles could last 20% longer than it normally would. The next part of the battery is the cathode material, which is basically the outside of the battery, okay? And the way they explained it is this. It's the structure of the battery, okay? The important thing when it comes to the cathode material is the structure, how solidified the structure is, and how much storage it could have, okay? And that has been a little problem when it comes to the production of batteries. But they feel if they use nickel, that could resolve all those issues, making the battery have a longer life cycle and a longer range, all right? And the last piece of the puzzle was this, the cell vehicle interrogation, okay? Tesla has a casting machine that basically fabricates the whole rear underbody of a car in one piece, okay? And that's basically cutting costs by 40% and eliminating 79 parts per car, okay? That is awesome, awesome news. So why is that great news? Because it's cutting cost and it's cutting fabrication time. And that is one of the main points that they were stressing in this presentation. So with these 5 sections we just talked about, Tesla wanted to drop prices 50% per kilowatt hour, okay? And with all these modifications that they have done and will continue to do and improve, they have already dropped to 56%. You know, that is incredible just for a little simple modification that they think and they feel is simple but hard to achieve, okay? And another thing that Elon Musk was kept stressing about throughout the whole presentation was the time frame, okay? It takes its time and it takes its process to do mass volume. Elon predicts a good range of 18 months to 3 years to be in full power to really achieve their goals, okay? And with the CEO like Elon Musk and Drew as their SVP, I don't see why that cannot be achievable, okay? In the presentation, they looked really enthusiastic and ambitious to achieve their goals, and they seemed hungry to actually achieve those goals and to even better their percentages a little bit more, all right? And the last thing I want to talk about is this. At the end, they all hit us with a huge surprise, okay? They were mentioning since they're going to be lowering cost for their batteries and the fabrication, they have a chance to drop their cost for their car prices as well, okay? And one of their main goals and their next vision and their next present for us is to have a car at a very cheap price, okay? He predicts at a price range of $25,000, and that is incredible. If you know, Tesla cars right now are very expensive and not many people, you know, could really afford them. But with a price range of $25,000, more people will be happy to see that price. Therefore, more people will be happy to purchase this car, and in turn, have Tesla's revenue screaming up, going up, rocket up, whatever it is, but it's going up. All in all, me personally, I believe Battery Day was a success. For me, they surpassed my expectations at least. They didn't really mention a 1,000,000-mile battery, but they've mentioned a lot of renovations and things that they're gonna be doing that they already started to implement that will be cutting costs for their, you know, for the productions, for the fabrications, and for the materials that they will be using, okay? And I do think this is gonna make shareholders really happy, okay? And for the shareholders that may not seem too happy about the time frame that Elon Musk was saying, the 18 months to 3 years, I understand. It is a long time, you know, for some investors, okay? But you have to remember, Tesla, in my opinion, is the company of the future. You have to remember this. Tesla is not just a car manufacturing company. And if you see this presentation, if you actually watch the whole presentation, you will know that the car, the $25,000 car, took like, what, 4 or 5 minutes of the presentation. The rest of the hour was talking about the battery and how they're willing to, you know, help other people out and just want to change the world. They want to eliminate fossil fuels. And you could tell just by the look of their eyes and just by the look of how they walk and sway, they want to completely eliminate fossil fuels. They are happy to talk about the renovations of their technology and that battery. I do believe Tesla is a must-buy stock right now. And it's a must-buy stock for later on in the future altogether. I think, like I said before, Tesla is the company of the future. All right, guys? So again, if you guys found any value in this video and you found it a little bit informative, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, smash the like button. It really helps me out. And again, guys, till next time, have a great day.